Hi guys, as you know, Scotland voted against Brexit, but it had the consequences of leaving inflicted upon it. One of the main inflictions has been the ending of freedom of movement, but as immigration is not a devolved matter, but a retained one, meaning the government in Westminster decides, it means the Scottish government is limited in its ability to undo the worst aspect of Brexit. The Scottish government have said that they have attempted to engage with the Tories, but Robert Jenrick, the Home Office Minister's response here, will give you an impression of what the Tories really think of the Scottish immigration proposal. Have a listen.
The Scottish Government has repeatedly raised it. I have had a debate on it, and my SNP colleagues have raised it over and over again. Labour shortages are posing huge challenges for Scotland right now. The Scottish Government proposed a rural immigration pilot, a proposal welcomed by one of the Home Office's predecessors, the Right Honourable Member for Bromsgrove. So why will the UK Government not engage with the Scottish Government on this important issue, given that the Scottish Government has no powers in this area?
Well, we believe strongly that the UK is better served by a single national immigration service, and there's no material difference between unemployment or economic inactivity rates in Scotland versus the rest of the United Kingdom. The first...
Because they've all been affected by Brexit. Now, I don't know if this is the case in Northern Ireland, but you can't trust Tory ministers. But if this is the case in England, Scotland and Wales, well, of course it is, because they've all been affected by Brexit. They're all suffering the same shortage of workers. And his response is, well, you know, Scotland is suffering the consequences of Brexit, so is England, so shut the F up.
The port of call for vacancies should always be the domestic workforce. That's why my right honourable friend, the Work and Pension Secretary, has brought forward a wide package of measures across the whole of the country to help more people into the workforce. It isn't right that we always reach for the lever of immigration to solve those challenges.
My God, once again, this idiot. He's an absolute fool. Businesses are struggling to get access to the workers they need. The NHS is struggling to get access to the workers it needs. Care homes can't access the workers they need. Hospitality, you name the sector, it's likely that it's suffering a consequence of the ending of freedom of movement. And his response to this is, you know, Scotland, just suck it up. And anyone else, well, you need to, you know, look in the local area for workers. Don't rely on immigrants coming from abroad. That's it. And I've said this before, you have individual departments in government trying to pressure the Home Office to issue more visas, to provide it, to make it easier for businesses, for farming, for agriculture, for a whole number of sectors, hospitality, to access the workers they need. But the Home Office don't want to change the rules. They don't want to make it easier. Because they don't care. It's about, once again, I believe, keeping racists and bigots on board. Suella Braverman probably wants to become Prime Minister someday, or at least leader of the Conservative Party. So she knows that if she starts issuing visas to help out different sectors, that's not going to help her. She has to take as hardline approach as possible. And Scotland, of course, is suffering the consequences, even though it voted against this. It never wanted this Brexit, but it's suffering the consequences of this Brexit. A Tory Brexit. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.